Okay, so in this video we're going to be looking at topics 1.3 on the OCR GCSE PE spec, starting with axis of rotation. An axis is a straight line around which an object rotates. The movement of the body takes place around three axes: 1, the frontal axis, 2, transverse axis, and 3, the longitudinal axis. Now we've got a little table here which says plane, movement, type of axis, and then activity example. So we're going to start with the frontal plane. An example of a movement in the frontal plane would be abduction and adduction. This axis would be transverse, which is side to side, and an example of this would be lateral shoulder raises. On the transverse plane of movement, the type of movement you would see would be rotation, and the axis would be longitudinal, top to bottom. An activity example would be pectoral fly. Moving on to the sagittal plane then, the movement here would be flexion and extension, and the axis would be frontal, or front to back. An activity example would be sprinting, running, or walking. Now the double circulatory system. The double circuit involves pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation is the transportation of blood between the lungs and the heart. In the lungs, the blood becomes oxygenated and offloads carbon dioxide. Systemic circulation is the transportation of blood to the rest of the body via the arteries. Veins return the blood, which is low in oxygen and high in carbon dioxide, to the heart. Now we're going to move on to types of blood vessel. So the three types are arteries, veins, and capillaries. And arteries, they carry oxygenated blood except for the pulmonary artery at high pressure from the heart to the body. They have thick walls made of elastic fibres and narrow channels or lumen to maintain high pressure. Veins carry deoxygenated blood except for the pulmonary vein at low pressure from the body to the heart. They contain valves to prevent backflow and have thin walls. They also have wide lumen to ease the flow of blood. Capillaries allow the exchange of materials between tissues and blood. They have walls that are only one cell thick. They also have lumen the width of one blood cell, which distorts the cells and aids gaseous exchange. And that's pretty much it for topic 1.3.